The relationship between the mother and daughter, that just so well depicted. How loving it was, and I mean that melted my heart. The other thing I noticed that in the film, most of the hard work was done by women.
Exactly, you're right.
And men were just there to, drink and have fun. Yet, women were discriminated against.
That's right.
In one scene, when they were performing, and the guy didn't want to pay because there was no male singer.
That's right. Yeah.
So that was my observation, and the film was beautiful, and the girl, Dhamu, what was it?
Dhanu, yeah.
Dhanu, she acted really, really well.
Yeah. We also want to hear from Rima how she was casted and what was the background behind that. We would like to know, I think. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Anyone else? For me, the most important part was, this girl's relationship with the land, The most amazing thing was that she literally loved everything on that land. She was not scared of the snakes because she found them to be part of the ecosystem, right? And if you see her love for the goats, and if you see, we have a question here or a comment.
It was a nice movie. It was depressing for kids. Very depressing.
Why was it depressing?
These days we're living like if money was nothing. For them, money is so much. Like even rupees is like $1 billion for us. For them.
For them, yeah, that's right.
Rima, could you hear us? No, she is unmuted, so you can ask her.
Rima, hi Rima, can you hear us? I am. Hi Rima, this is Sayyida. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I just need one moment because they're turning on the speakers.
No problem.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Hi Rima.
Hi.
I am Sayyida. I am the festival director. Thank you very much for coming online and making this wonderful film. We all loved it. It was very deep, emotional, and very impactful, powerful film. So we have people here who were just talking about how they liked the film, and they said that they noticed that in the film it was mostly women who were doing the work, whereas men were just maybe enjoying their life in different ways, and it was all the burden was on women. That is one thing people said. And I also was talking about the relationship of the daughter with the land. She was like, it was an ecosystem for her. She wasn't scared of the snakes, and we saw that in one shot there was this ant which was gently, she just nudged it. She wasn't scared of the ant. So going into river and ponds, and she loved each and everything on that land. So that is what we felt. Tell us about the cast. How did you do the cast? I know this is part 2, but please tell us about Dhanu. How did you cast her, and what was the journey behind making this film?
Thank you very much, everyone, and it's a great pleasure for me, and because it's a labor of love, you can say. And about the cast, I mostly follow my intuition when mostly I do my cast for the films, not only Village Rockstars, but even the other films also. And this film also, it was quite the process, quite organic, long back, 2000, probably 13. So Bhanita Das, she also acted in the prequel and this one also. And some of them are new, especially the who are playing in the music that band, and they are mostly new. And otherwise, rest of the cast, even the mother's character, Basanti Das, she also acted in the prequel. And I mean, it is hard to say, but it is just sometimes because I also started my career as an actor, and somehow probably I just have that feeling that okay, this is or she or he might be the right cast for this role. And in the beginning only, and it's like say it just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And I think Bhanita, she's quite brave, and she's been just the perfect for this role. Yeah.
Do we have any questions, any comments here? Yeah, we have a couple of questions here.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Arima, thank you for this amazing film. I just wanted to know that since you come,
Speak
since
louder.
you're
Little
from
louder,
the,
closer to the mic.
yes, better? Okay. Since you come from this community, like this neighborhood, I wanted to know for the first film, this one also, how did you work with the community and both the local actors and non-actors to craft this long story and also work during the production of the film? So if you could share some insights on that part.
And before that, Rima, I would request you, can you check your camera? Did you turn on your camera? Because we can hear you, but we can't see you. So is it possible that you check your camera?
Can you see me?
Now. Yes, yes, we can see you now. Thank you, thank you. Okay,
Pleasure. Yes.
so you got the question. Would you like to answer
Yes.
that?
I am a self-taught filmmaker, so lots of things, making movies, it's with me, it happened quite, I can say spontaneously. And I mostly followed my passion. And Village Rockstars was the first film. Before that also I made a film called Man with the Binoculars, but mostly I worked with professional actors in that in my first feature. But with Village Rockstars, I just realized that because I'm self-taught, so I just wanted to feel liberated and wanted to learn also. I considered that Village Rockstars, it was more like it's kind of a film school for me. So it is because I already mentioned that I was in Mumbai to become an actor. So what I learned that how that emotional connection, especially with my actors, although they are non-actors, they were very much aware that they were acting and they were part of a film. And that special bonding, it is, I feel like although I am the writer director of this film, and when I'm working with non-actors or also professional actors, I like their participation. I improvise also. I have a script, although not a bound script. Over the period of time, I also, I write, I shoot, and my stories evolved. And I feel like my characters, we are participating, So understanding, giving them that space and freedom, I think that is how we work together. And these two films, part one and part two, it is, we have done with a very, it's like it's almost no crew. Even especially the first film, mostly the children, they helped me to make the film, and I was almost doing everything. And with second part also, 20 to 30% we had a crew, a sound team especially. But later on I realized it was not somehow working, because this film, it just took me 4 years to make.
Wow. Long
So,
time. Yeah.
It's long time. So mostly again going back just the old way. So they are only the cast, and the Mallika, my cousin, she mostly helped, and also Bhaskar, who played the role of Dhunu's love interest. He, Mallika and myself, mostly we did this film. So I feel like being in, like trying acting job, what I realized that how making your actors comfortable, so that is what I learned, I think, and that's helped me immensely. Not only making these films, but my other films also. And when I'm working with professional actors also, I think that helps.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. So what we'll do is that I know that there was one question here. So if there are questions, we would like to now take them together, because we have to start the jury award ceremony. So if we can take all the questions now together, and then Rima can briefly answer them. Yeah, please go ahead. You had a question? Yeah?
Yeah, so mine wasn't mostly a question. We were all sharing our views right after, because we were just taking some time. So I just wanted to share that I felt that the relationship between Dhanu and the mother, and Dhanu and the land, because the mother is the physical mother, and the land is also the mother. So I felt
Yes.
that when the mother was working and giving a lot back to the children, to Dhanu, the mother was important. But even when land was giving crops and everything, it was important. But the flood took it away. The flood took a lot away. But still, she had to work hard. It still held the same importance, just like a mother. And I felt that when the mother passed away, the religious part is that even those little goats that she had, her only left belongings and her loved ones. If there is a God, what kind of a God is there that takes away the only things that you have that are loved by you, just to follow these rituals? So I just felt that, wow, we put so much into society and rituals, because when she was covering her brother's body when taking up the van, I realized that society is also important. At this age, she understood that. So it's really beautifully put together, little things. It's beautiful what she did. And just one small question, it said in the end that no trees were harmed. I just wanted to know, because in that part of the world, I'm also from Bangladesh, so they do cut down a lot of trees in general. So maybe you found a certain time that it was happening. Was it so?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So they were making like a 4-lane, and they were cutting, thousands and thousands of trees. And I just was, because I have been, I know these trees forever, kind of. From my childhood only, I'm seeing it. So it was really heartbreaking. And somehow, because I have been doing this film 4 years, and then I somehow felt it is like it's part of this film. And so I decided, to shoot. And it is connected,
Well, Well, thank you very much, Rima. What we are going to do now is welcome everyone here on Zoom call with us. Because there is some technical glitch here, you cannot see us, and probably we can also not see all of you. I know that most of you have your cameras turned off for now. Just give us 2 minutes. We are going to restart the system, and hopefully you will be able to see us. And we are going to start the award ceremony right
Thank you.
away after this.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they cannot see us. That's the problem. Yeah. So meanwhile, you can start turning on your cameras so that we can see that it's working on your end. Yes, please. That's great. Okay, I see Benita. Hi, Benita. Hi, Suk. Hi, Ridhima. Hi, Amreen. Ruth is also there. Hi, Sam. You cannot see. We are just hi, Pratik. We are just making sure that you can see us. So just give us 1 minute. Hi, Rafina.